School is over, and one of the first things I told myself that I would do after school would be a new work desk. I actually started this project on August, I think, but then life happened, I moved, I graduated, I had just had so much on my plate that I just postponed the project. And also, I couldn't believe that we actually could do it. But this was where we started, this was our plan. So let's go back in time. Okay, so I'm on my way to the hardware store right now, which is like my personal private hell on earth, my 100% discomfort area. But I'm gonna do it anyway because I want to do this so badly. But anyway, I'm going to go to that store right now and look for the legs for the table. So they got what I wanted, but I got this order and now I have to drive somewhere so I can like collect the order. No, I don't know the rules. Oh, this is the wrong way. Oh, no. I did it! I'm super happy because now this project can finally move forward, and I'm super happy that I did because I would like to do more of these, like sort of, how do you say, like these do-it-yourself projects. So I have to get friendly with tools and equipment and hardware stores and all that, so yay! So we finally started the project on October. I had my steel pipes for the legs and this wooden desk I got from my on-the-job training. I also bought this metal plate, which would be the cage that would hold the legs. You'll see later. At this moment I was still smiling like a fool because the weather was so beautiful and crisp. If I would have only known how my toes feel 5 hours later. This would be the base that will hold the legs. We measured the places in where the bolts would be placed, and my happy helper welded those together. I have no idea what these are, but they are supposed to give some extra support for the legs, sort of like what Wonder Bra gives for the boobs, I think, if you ladies know what I mean. The thing I was very anxious in here was that everything would be straight and on the same level, because I didn't want the table to waddle or wobble while I'm sawing or filing. So basically, I didn't weld anything because, well, I just don't know how to and I don't own the tools. But basically, this is how far we got on day one. The legs are attached, and to be honest, I was pretty amazed. It is 5 p.m. and I'm going home. I am freezing. It's so cold in here, it's almost like -degrees. But I'm so happy how much we got done today with the table. It's looking very good. I'm so glad and I'm so thankful for my stepfather. I could have not done it without him. He basically made it. I was just like his sidekick the whole time. But yeah, after a couple days I am going to paint the legs, and maybe like after that I have to sand the table or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's looking good and I'm super tired and I'm super cold, so I'm heading home. Oh my toes were absolutely damaged. I can still remember how cold I was, but I was still like so amazed how much we got done just in one day. That same day I also went and bought some paint for the legs. I guess there could have been many other options of color, but because in school we had these wooden desks with white legs, I guess I just like had that image in my head, so I chose the white color. This painting stuff could have gone a bit better. I used too much paint in the first layer and then too little on the second layer. It's really uneven, but to be honest, I don't kinda care. I'm not a perfectionist, far from it, and the most important thing is that the table will help me to make beautiful jewelry and I'll be able to work. So sanding the top part of the table was actually the part I was waiting the most. My brain had been just like infected with all these Insta reels where people flip furniture and they sand the wooden parts and it looks so satisfying. So I was waiting to do it.
Don't know if you know this too. I'd rather be right here with you. Nothing else matters right now. It's just you and me, boy. 이대로 멈췄으면 좋겠어. 둘이 don't take your eyes off me, baby. You're the one that I need. 솔직히 말해볼게. 너만을 기다려봤다고. 저수평선을
I do not understand what my expectations were when I started like sanding this table, but I did not understand how many like crooks and everything, like all these little things the table has, that there's no way I could like sand all of them away. So this table really is a situation where the expectations do not meet the reality, but I think it has character, it looks fine to me, I can work with it. I cannot fathom what I was expecting and thinking, that the table would go incredibly smooth only with sanding. So the sanding paper was like grit 80, and I think that the grit should have been lower, or my expectations should have been lower. And now I just want to do more sanding, more painting, more furniture flipping. Okay, this one I'm just gonna say quickly. We inserted these blocks of wood inside the legs, and under those we glued these pieces of cork so the legs wouldn't like scratch the floor. And this was a real DIY, but they look good and they work, so. Okay, after that it was time to varnish the top part of the table. It took about 7 coats, I think. We were using both varnish. I literally can't remember because it happened during many days, many times a day. And then later I heard that I should have done it a bit different, I guess. I should have waited more between the coats or something, but it looks great, so I'll use that information next time on my next project. The last thing we did was attaching the hooks. The hooks would hold this amazing leather blanket which collects the dust from jewelry making. We actually designed this in school with 2 of my classmates. There is this old woman who makes aprons, so she made this as well. It's leather, it's made in Finland, it's handmade, so it checks all the boxes. It will probably last a decade at least. But without further ado, here it is, my new desk. It's so much better than I could have imagined. The wooden top part is absolutely beautiful. It's over 1 meter high, so my back doesn't hurt and it's easier to work. I still need some kind of trolley or a drawer next to it for my tools because it doesn't have a drawer itself. So overall cost to build the table was something like maybe 150 euros, so super cheap, and it's worth every cent. It created a beautiful memory with my stepfather. For any one of you who may have a goal or a project you want to do, but you're thinking, I can't do this, it's too difficult. It may be for you, but that's when you ask for help and you let others help you. And you try your best on the side, you try to help and you learn at the same time. That's all I have to say for today. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one.